front of me is the original Riviera. Holy Toledo, I'm seeing a new PTT station. Can you tell I'm a little frustrated this morning? But I had such a blast playing with that AI music thing with Craig that Good morning. I am in Pattaya right now. I am headed to Ban Chang to see Mark, Trevor, Dave, and a few other people. Currently on Second Road, parallel to John P. Beach Road. To my right is Beach Road. In front of me is the original Riviera Hotel. I can turn it around. Let's see what we got. I don't want to have a whole bunch of dash and hood, so let me just tweak it up a little bit like that. And the rest of it I'll do in editing. Man, that's crooked. Oh well, we're moving now. So I can't believe how bumpy this damn road is. And God dang it, man. You really got to stay in your lane here, because the guys on motorcycles take it for granted that you're paying attention, and they'll lane split like crazy, which is fine. But if you're the least bit not paying attention, someone's gonna get wiped out, This dipshit in front of me here, he's like, do. Full on reminds me of a word in Tropic Thunder. Never go full retard. A lot of them here, man. Look at those clouds, ominous clouds. Anyway, had a good time. Holy Toledo, I'm seeing a new PTT station. Since the last time I was here, this is new. Wow. Looks like it's got a KFC. Wow. Of course, it has a 7. Up around the bend up here in about 2 clicks, I'll be passing the España to condo complex. You saw Joe did a video on that 2-3 years ago, at least 3 years ago. A friend of the family or something was selling it. Right now I can see Citas. My first Airbnb I ever stayed in. I stayed there 30 days with Kevin from 30 and a Wake Up. I think he was on 39 facing the water, and I was on 47 facing Rayong and Buddha Mountain. Pretty bitchin'. Anyway, had a great dinner with Ryan and his girlfriend last night. Daz wasn't up to the challenge. His back was giving him problems. I shouldn't disclose health information and shit, but I'm sure he's mentioned it somewhere. If I think about it, I'll delete it. I made a video last night walking back from the 7 near the hotel that I stay at, and I don't think I'm going to put it up. It's only 2 minutes long, but I was really ranting. I mean, F this, F that, naming the country, okay, India, and the asshole that came in and acted like he owned the place and wanted to cut the line, you know. And he started giving the cashier, young gentleman, shit. Like, here, I'm here, I want change, you know. And the guy says, he kind of like motioned, look at the lines, okay? Go to the end of the line. And what did this Smuckatelli do? He went to the next line, which was me. There was a falang in front of me, just checking out, and he jumped in front of me. And I said, whoa, no. And then I commenced to going off. I mean, big time. You're not in effing Kansas anymore, mother effer. You know what I'm saying? Loud enough, everyone in the whole place was staring at me. I said, get the F to the back of the effing line, you effing idiot, you stupid effing mother effer. That's the abbreviated version. I says, do you understand what the F I'm saying? His eyes got all big and he got all fucking pouty. And then, if you pay attention, when you're at 7 and you're in a line and, you know, they have 3 or 4 open, right? This time they had 3 out of the 4 that were open. Then they open another one, and then they'll say, hey, next. And then you'll slip over there, and then they'll say, next over here, and like that. So, but the next thing you know, the lines have all gone down, but he's right behind me. And I said, I just kind of like shook my head, and, you know, eye contact with the cashier. And I said, and he gave me my change, and I grabbed my bag, and I says, can you tell me what wine and what wine and liquor selection you have, and also what brands of cigarettes do you sell? And I winked at him, and he smirked right back, and he goes, yes, sir, we have this, we have that. And he starts pointing out all the jack damage and shit, you know, all the alcohol and different wines and stuff. And I turned around and looked at the guy and said, see, motherfucker? You're not in X anymore. I says, kiss my ass, you effing dick. And everyone was staring at me, smiling. It would be like one of those where they would all applaud. I still might put it up, but I don't know. YouTube already said, oh, it doesn't add suitability, and you know, but you know, I don't give a crap anymore about this PC stuff. Okay, if an American says some shit, I'm gonna call him out, and I'm gonna say an effing American did this. Or someone from the UK, or someone from Oz, you know. I don't give a flying, you know, F. Okay? Too many F's in YouTube will just say no. So I can say F and C and shit like that. But I said in a video, and I was talking about myself walking against traffic. I said, at least I can see who's going to K, another letter, double L, me, right? What vehicle will take me out if I'm walking against traffic, right? Because it's pretty bloody dangerous when there's no shoulder or no sidewalk. But they blocked that video temporarily because I said that 3-letter word that begins with K and ends with ILL. No shit. Because I said that word. Yet you can have full-on Brazilian wax jobs, seeing everything, but call it educational and it'll get by. I'm like, what the? Anyway, can you tell I'm a little frustrated this morning? Anyway, so I don't recall this Shell station over here either. Anyway, like I said, headed to Ban Chang. I've already passed Espana and I'm already on Sukhumvit, headed south. Maybe 20 minutes to go, so it's like do. I got lots of time to kill, so I'll probably go to the beach until it's time to check in, you know. I might stop by, I might get lucky. Maybe say sure, you know, or I can semi-check in, you know, drop my junk off in the lobby, then go to the beach. You know, I don't know. It doesn't matter. 2 nights though, I'm staying 2 nights. I mentioned this in a video earlier that you'll get in a few days. So I'm pretty much caught up with all the group travel videos. At least they're up, and some of them, I'll tell you what, crap. Absolute crap. Because, you know, I'm in there, we're playing pool. You know, the guys are playing pool, the ladies are dancing. The ladies from the group are getting, you know, they're plugging in the music that they want to listen to on the big screen, right? They just give them the little iPad and they go, here, choose what you want. So they're picking music and they're all dancing and they're having a great time. But you know, it's all copyright music. So I'm filming the guys playing pool. Don't want to be, you know, like too hard on them, but they were playing shitty that night. And everything, the freaking whole thing was copyright, everything. So I was just like, what the hell? So you can't hear me, my dialogue, you know, because I had to put Bambi music over it, right? And, you know, non-copyright, YouTube approved, blah, 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 over it. So I deleted my soundtrack, my voice. And, oh, wait a minute now, it's telling me turn left here, so I'm gonna better start paying attention, dude. Oh, see that there? I should hit that because it's already been hit. Anyway, so yeah, so most of the video is just a bunch of music and some video, and I got so frustrated. I didn't want to do a voiceover because it never sounds good. And I just like, man, I better kick it. This guy's, man, electric car's got acceleration. Holy smokes, man. I don't know what it is yet, but I know it's freaking like a Tesla. Oh, look at that. Number 5. It's got 1 number on it. They pay for that. They pay for that. That's a vanity plate, you know. Anyway, I can see Buddha Mountain off to my right and actually make it out. Well, now I can't. The bank is too high next to the highway, but anyway, so yeah, so some of those videos are just like garbage. I want to play around with some AI stuff, you know, like Chuck does, but I don't want to make it a standard. I don't want to make it a everything. You know, some little road clips may have some music when I don't feel like yapping. Usually I'll put in some generic stuff that's kind of fitting, kind of. But I had such a blast playing with that AI music thing with Craig that, man, my stomach hurt from laughing so loud. Laughing so hard, man. So I might try some of that, but trust me, it's not going to be an everyday thing. It's just going to be once in a while a little fun. that kind of thing. So when you start, if you see some of that, don't panic, okay? Because that's not me. I'm a talker. Diarrhea of the mouth runs in my family. It's in my DNA. So you'll get me, going off on a tangent, losing my train of thought. You'll get all that. You'll still get the rants. Still get me cursing. But I know it will be more YouTube friendly if I, stayed in my lane, so to speak. Didn't swear and talk about things that really irritate me and stuff like that. But because then they can put it out to more advertisers. So I'm monetized, yeah, but I guarantee you, dude, at the end of the month, not including the membership I have, or memberships I have, which I really, really appreciate that. But not including that, I can buy probably a Starbucks, which I won't do, but a Starbucks and maybe 2 Snickers bars at 7-Eleven from the YouTube money I generate. It's just a hobby. So far, it's fun. As long as it stays fun, I'll keep doing it. But you guys already know what I really like to do. I want to see behind the scenes stuff, and I have to start seeking it out. I got to get off my butt and start going to places and asking, can I come here and do a film, do a video? A lot of it's proprietary and stuff like that. And we can't do that. They're freaking business. You know what I mean? I'm talking a real business. Well, they're all real, but I'm talking like a freaking factory or some shit like that. I want to see that. Well, that looks like a motocross track over there. Oh, wow. Yep, I see a bunch of quads parked. Holy shit, man. Never knew that was there. Anyway, so that's about it for now. I'll call it good. Just wanted to update you. I am literally out of Pattaya. I'm done with Pattaya this trip. I'll be back. I'll be going back. I've got some tentative dates when people are coming back into town, and there are certain people that I will stop for. I mean, not stop for, but go. Let's see what's going on here. Screw it up, cutting this guy off. It's green. No. Okay. Sorry, dude, but that's just the way I'm going to do it. Lost my train of thought that time. There are people that will be coming back to town that I will specifically fly down to see. It's well worth the pittance. 120 bucks or whatever round trip. It used to be a hell of a lot cheaper. But there's people that I will fly down for to go see. Friends. People in that circle, Anyway. All right. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. It's been a kind of a long one.